Hey everyone, welcome in. This is going to be a little different. It's each week I'm going to kind of do an album that I enjoyed, like an album of the week type thing, and review it. And I'll also do it for movies, just kind of so people can, if they haven't seen anything or don't know if it's good, they can kind of get an opinion on it. This week I'm going to be doing Jeezy's "Seen It All," the autobiography. This was young Jeezy's best. Well, he goes by the name of Jeezy now. He's definitely not young anymore. This was his best work in years, I thought. I'd fallen off a little bit off the Young Jeezy bandwagon after the recession. I still feel his best two albums were Thug Motivation 101 and 102, with 101 being his first album. It's fucking solid. A grade 10, listen to that shit fucking every day on the way to school in my headphones. I was a little skeptical going into this one, but it was almost like when you go to a movie and you're not expecting much and you walk out and you're like, fuck, man, that was a really good movie. It's kind of how I felt about this album. I enjoyed the CD for the most part, from beginning to end, but there were a few songs in there I didn't like that much. I'll get to those. Mainly because of the features, to be honest. It starts off with a banger, Quarter Block, one of his best bangers in a long time. Yeah, he really goes hard in that one. If you got subs, you need to hear that one on subs. He follows it up with three pretty good tracks and What You Say. What You Say definitely was a little more up tempo beat. It's a good placement for the song because he goes back to a slower beat on Black Eskimo, track number 3. I wasn't a big fan of this one at the beginning, but it grew on me once I blasted it a few times in the whip. The next song, Enough, is a great gym jam. Gets going pretty good. The beat really picks up in this song. But the next song, Holy Ghost, is fucking nuts. The one with Kendrick Lamar in it too is really good, the remix, but just the Jeezy one alone is fucking so solid on the album. It's another thing that'll make you want to put your drive right through a wall. Just gets you so pumped up. Uh, it was one of his best lyrical songs too, I would say, on the album. Asking the Lord for to give him for all his sins and the drug dealing. Talking about him and his buddy having a falling out over a girl, but even when Jeezy says it, it still sounds fucking gangster. I don't know what it is. I'm not a big fan of the next two songs. Me Okay, I just too repetitive for me. I like the beat, but just really repetitive. And Four Zones wasn't one of my favorites either. But on the number 8 track, Nostalgia really kicks in. Akon jumps on the track and brings back memories of fucking high school with that Soul Survivor song. They even get the Akon and Young Jeezy that is remembered from the first song. The next song is Fuck the World. Another song I couldn't get into at first, but after a few long road trips, I really liked it and thought it was placed well on the CD. It had to be there, to be honest. You had to slow it down because the next track is "Seen It All" with Jay-Z, and this song is fucking. This is probably the best song on the album. I've listened to this one so many times since it came out. Uh, and it never gets old. Jay-Z displays some of his best lyrics too in years, I thought. He apparently said when he was writing the song, he had tears streaming on the paper because everything he was talking was just so real and from the heart. Jeezy said also said he got to get a lot off his chest with this song. They both go fucking ham on this. Win is the next track title. Good track, or good title after him and Jay Z just killed it. It's only about a minute and a half, but he gets fucking a lot of bars in that minute and a half. Basically saying live or die trying, either way it's a victory. Probably means it's a moral victory for him. Rick Ross and Game jump on the next one, beautiful. I was expecting something quick and a little more upbeat on this, but it slows right down. Game on the chorus I liked, but Rick Ross dampened it a little bit for me. It would have been better with just the Game and Jeezy, I think. I'm not a big Rick Ross fan. There's a couple songs of his I don't hate, but just can't really get into him. Boozy jumps on the next track. Fuck. Not a fan of Boozy either. Never been a fan, but this song he's actually not bad on the placement. He's fresh out of jail too, so he probably had tons of time to write all these bars. His placement on the song is actually good, and he wasn't bad. Jeezy opened it up really good, and when this was playing, I really fucking kind of took a second to think back and was like, "Fuck this! I'm really feeling this album. It's really good." Uh, the next song, "No Tears," has Future in it, another rapper I can't really get into, so I didn't really enjoy this one. But Jeezy's first verse is sick. I just really dislike the chorus with Future. Jeezy's talking the cocaine like usual in this one, talking about bringing them down south, bringing those birds down south, and if you wrap them tight enough. Uh, the thing is, when he talks like that, I can actually take him seriously. Some of these rappers nowadays, they talk so gangster, and I don't even think they've ever been stood on the corner of the street. They're just a character they're playing. They're almost like a wrestling character or someone you'd see in a movie. Uh, the last song is up there though for my favorite on the album. "How I Did It" with Perfection and brackets. Talking so real in this one. Fucking good lyrics about his first dealings with the cops when he started slaying the white. Rap has got so bad, like, that, I don't know. This album was a little bit of a breath of fresh air. I really enjoyed it. I recommend it to any rap fan, really, like, especially someone who likes the more gangster rap of today's generation. We don't have many good ones left in the game anymore. Pretty small list. I'd say my top 5 favorites are probably Nas. He's still, like, I gotta throw him in there because he's still around. Eminem, of course. J. Cole. Lecrae, who I was just recently introduced. Someone got me into him, and fuck, he's really good. I'd recommend him if you've never heard him. Jay-Z actually offered him a record deal, and he turned it down because he's like, why would I go sign with someone and they make half my money? Like, the kid's talented and he's gonna do good things, I think. And then Kendrick Lamar, who also just put out a pretty good album. I'll probably do a review on that one at some point. Probably my 5 favorite right now. So yeah, if you haven't heard this Jeezy album, go out and buy it. Show him some love. Taylor Swift sure doesn't need any more album sales, so give it to a guy like Jeezy who can use the money. And yeah, if you're a rap fan, I think you'll like it. And I hope you like the video. Thanks, I'm out.